Are you feeling that resistance against the new that you are trying so hard to start right now? That new habit, that new routine, that new life? If you're feeling that resistance, it means something huge. We'll talk about all that today on Earth 1111. Hey, it's Roxanne. This is Earth 1111. Please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. It really helps my videos get out to more people that are also looking for guidance. And don't forget to share the video. So we are in a massive push forward. April is for action. I keep saying that. Now, if you are feeling resistance, maybe you started doing something for a few days. All of a sudden you have a lack of motivation. Maybe you are procrastinating. Maybe the universe is against you. Everyone is standing in the way. You have all these obstacles. Maybe you don't have time. Nothing's coming together. When you feel that resistance from the universe, it actually means you are getting somewhere. If you're not feeling anything, any pushback, then you haven't left the bubble, which is your safety zone, that comfort zone. But if you are feeling resistance, and again, it could be, like I said, it could be from internally, your own self, literally self-sabotaging, making excuses. You're tired. Your physical body will literally get tired as a response to you moving into uncomfortable territory. It literally will happen, right? We will have those thoughts. Oh, can't do it. Oh, it's not going to work out. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't care. The dullness feeling. All of that internal mental resistance. Right? We have our physical resistance. We could be feeling good. All of a sudden we have undecided to do something new. Say for example, we want to have a new lifestyle. We want to take care of ourselves. So, okay, we decided, okay, today's the day. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to do this, do that, whatever. So you do it for a day, you do it for a couple days. Well, what happens? We've all tried those diets and stuff back in the day, or tried to stay on a good routine, those New Year's resolutions. And what happens? A couple days into it, it's so hard to keep the routine going. It's easy for the first couple days until you hit that resistance, that pushback. It's literally the universe, along with your ego acting for the universe. Maybe other people are creating those roadblocks. You have everyone keeping you too busy to go to the gym, to go shopping, to buy the good food, whatever it is. You will find the universe puts in so many roadblocks, internally and externally, the second you are getting anywhere into that uncomfortable place where you haven't been before. It's a sign that you are getting somewhere. So keep pushing back. Reaffirm your intention. Reaffirm to the universe with action. Take that action. The more that you affirm to the universe in that moment, affirm to yourself, and you push back against that resistance, you will break through that barrier, and there's no going back. So it's always that first initial pushback that we get through, and then you are through the gate. And again, right, these pushbacks could be coming from the external world. Oh, a lack of money, lack of time, you can never get these things done. Oh, no one's on board, things aren't working out. Or internally, our ego is every part of ourself, every single aspect of us that doesn't want to change, that likes the small little loop, that might be traumatized or lazy, or likes that little tiny simple existence. And it doesn't like, it's scared for its life to change, right? It has a phobia of the unknown. Right now, it seems like everyone right now has a phobia of the unknown. It's a common thing. We are so scared to let go of the old, to allow ourselves to move into the new, because we don't know what the new is yet. The universe hasn't shown it. But again, right, we are making those micro movements towards that new. The second that you have that resistance, it's showing you you're getting somewhere. So it's just like in high school physics, remember that? Where for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. So they always use that example in high school physics where if you're trying to push a wheel, that literally the ground will create friction that will make it so hard to get that wheel going. But once you get through that initial friction, which is again the equal and opposite reaction, pushing against what you're trying to do, because again, energy just needs to be in balance. This is a law of the universe. So every time that you create action or create dynamic energy, kinetic energy, you have the opposite trying to stop it, because that is the law of the universe. When you try to create that change, the first couple of days, first couple of weeks, you will see the entire universe try to stop you. You will make any excuse not to keep going. But that is that initial friction of the ground when you're trying to push the wheel. Once the wheel's rolling, once it's going, you don't even have to push it. It's just rolling down the street. So this is how everything in the universe works. So it's the same thing as you creating something new or trying to make that push for that new habit, that new lifestyle, that new thing you're trying to create, because we're trying to move into our authentic life that is completely aligned to us. We are new people right now. And again, it is the new moon today, such an important time, the new moon in Aries. And we have a stellium in Aries, which means I think we have 5 planets in Aries, which is almost like a reset of a new year. It is the cosmic new year. It's the first sign in the zodiac. And Aries also represents that fire, that creational energy, where we birth something new and we birth ourselves new. So it's a time to literally set intentions, write those intentions down. That's grounding out your ideas into the universe, into physicality. So write down those ideas, those plans for your life, those intentions, those things you want to accomplish. Write down exactly everything. Pour it out on a piece of paper, because that is grounding it into reality. That's step 1, right? And then take action. So it's not just a new moon for writing down intentions, allowing the universe to flow. April, and especially the new moon in Aries, which is today, it's about setting those intentions and then acting on them. And if you're feeling that resistance, if you're tired, you feel, oh, not today, it's always tomorrow, right? We've all been there in every way, shape, and form. That's the resistance, the exact moment that you need to push harder. Push through the gate, get that ball rolling, the wheel rolling down the street, and then it becomes easier. Then things start flowing. Then things are just going on their own. So if you're feeling that resistance, it literally means you have pushed yourself out of the box, out of the small comfort zone or comfortable life that you once had. Right now, April is about action, it's about growth. It's about closing out old timelines, taking that action to get the old removed, released from our life, and about taking that action in micro movements towards the new. Because if you watched my last video, I talked about how the new comes in and the old is literally pushed out. The more that you move towards the new, the old gets further and further away and fades away and disappears from your life. That's how energy works. So if you're feeling that resistance, be so proud of yourself. You have pushed through it, and push even harder. Every time that you have that resistance, make it a habit in that moment to work even harder, to affirm that new habit even more that day, because the next day things will be easier. All of a sudden the doors will start opening. People will start helping you on this new path. Your ego will start aligning with you and helping you to achieve your goals instead of working against you. So again, it's the Aries new moon today. It's the day to affirm your intentions and take action, starting now. Don't let that resistance slow down this momentum. The faster that you begin your new now versus next week, the more momentum you're going to have. You have so much of a charge of fire and explosive charge behind your action that you can take right now. It'll be like a blast off. Next week, if you stall and you begin something next week, it's going to be a trickle. So if you want that blast off of new energy, new, moving you towards your amazing new life, then start today. And it's also an Aries stellium in astrology, which means 4 or more planets in one area in the sky, in one sign. So we have Chiron, the sun. We have Mercury and Venus. I think that's right. All in Aries. And then we have the moon coming into Aries today. Or maybe it was been Aries for a couple of days. Regardless, we have 5 planets in Aries, which is, again, Aries represents the Fool in the tarot. That inner excitement for something new. You know, you don't have all the answers. You don't know where you're going. You don't know really much, right? That's what that innocent Fool is in the tarot. It's that part of yourself that just wants to, you know, get on it, but you don't really know what the hell you're doing. But that is the energy of right now. It's about action. You know exactly what direction to go. You might not know where to go past the first stair, but eventually you step onto the first step. The next step will be open to you. Right? This is actually how things really work a lot, especially for me. So the biggest things that I've had happen in my life, I had no idea where I was going, but I knew where the first step was. If you can find that first step, then the second step will open up to you. And then the third, and then the fourth. And then you have a whole path open, wide open for you. And not just one path, but it'll go into infinite paths. And then this is where you choose and you flow the best life you could have ever dreamed for yourself. So, massive time. It's a fire energy. It's a creative, primal energy, Aries. So use it for your advantage. And if you're feeling that resistance, push harder. And I have an amazing video coming for you guys tomorrow. It's called Sex, Relationships, and Ascension. So don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell if you haven't already. I appreciate you sharing the video. It helps my videos get out to so many more people. And don't forget to like and comment. I'm Roxanne. This is EARTH1111. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.